So we have some brand new news pertaining to Piggy Book 2 Chapter 3. So I'm going to go over all the details on what we know thus far, and I'm also going to be sharing some predictions on where we think Chapter 3 will take place and some of the new things that will be in Chapter 3, as this will be like no other chapter. And if you are looking forward to Chapter 3, remember to leave a like on this video and feel free to share it, and also subscribe to the channel. And if you're new and if you want to stay up to date with the latest Piggy news and much more. So let's go ahead and start out with this brand new news. I'm going to also give you guys some bad news first, and then I'm going to give you some good news. So let's start out with the bad news. And the bad news is that Chapter 3 will not be coming out this coming weekend. It will be coming out the next weekend. But technically, this isn't really bad news because it's being worked on, and there's again going to be some good news coming after I tell you this. So Minitoon put out an official tweet saying, "Ahoy everyone. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to push Chapter 3 to next weekend, which would be the weekend of the 31st and 1st, I believe." Then he says, "I really want this chapter to be a good one, as it's a really important one. I need more time to work on it, and I hope you can understand." Now, that is quote unquote the bad news if you were expecting Piggy Book 2 Chapter 3 to come out, but there's been a lot of Halloween stuff that's been coming out right now, and it's been amazing. We got Mr. Stitchy, a brand new tombstone trap, which was awesome. Also some Mr. Stitchy secrets too, so if you did miss any of the videos covering up the Mr. Stitchy secrets, that's such a tongue twister, I will link it down below in the description. So are you ready for the good news? And then we're going to get into some theories pertaining to Chapter 3. Now the good news is, with this being delayed and being worked on, we're actually going to get compensated for the wait. And Minitoon says, with that being said, he's going to add another Halloween quest item this weekend. So this weekend that was originally supposed to be Chapter 3, we're gonna get a brand new Halloween quest. And he put out a poll saying that, you know, would we want a skin or a trap? And he also says to compensate for the delay with a lot more secrets as well, which is going to be in this too. So yeah, would we want him to add a skin or a trap? And most people voted a skin. I voted a skin, including myself. And he said, yes, the skin will be a spooky one. So I really hope we kind of get like a Frankenstein type of skin or something like that, or maybe like a proper zombie. That would also be very cool. Something a little bit different. However, Mr. Stitchy was very different. And we also talked a little bit about the origin of Mr. Stitchy as well. So do make sure you check out those previous videos of that. So Chapter 3 is delayed until the next weekend, which will be the last weekend of October. And this weekend, we will get a brand new Halloween quest with some secrets, which we will be able to cover you guys some videos on those secrets as well, and possibly do a live stream as well. So be on the lookout for it. So that is what we know so far of the current situation with Chapter 3. And that seems, of course, to be confirmed as it came from Minitoon. Now, Minitoon also did do an interview with Ant a while back, and Chapter 3 again is gonna be huge, guys. This is gonna be a big game changer. He's already been working on to where the chapters all feel different, and he really wants that to be a thing now. And he's also moving away from Peppa, shall I say? So not everything is gonna be based off of Peppa Pig. It's really kind of going its own route, and I think he's done such a good job at making these chapters feel different. So Chapter 1, Allie's in Book 2, feels different from Chapter 2, the store, and things like that. So I look forward to really playing this chapter. He also mentions there's going to be some new mechanics and certain things like that, so we can expect some things, which I have some theories on what that could possibly be, what it could possibly be, and if not, some things that I would love to see maybe in the future of this as well. So let's go ahead and start talking about this one. So we complete Allie's. We already know a lot about Allie's. If you don't know a lot about Allie's, it was a flashback scenario. It was a flashback episode. Chapter 2 is something that took place in more of the present time, shall I say. So Chapter 2 takes place in the store as you, Pony, and Zizzy go to look for batteries. And at the very end of that, you're ambushed by the Silver Paw. Yes, you radio in and they want to meet, and you guys decide to go to meet them in the Old Oak Forest. And you get ambushed, and it's Willow. So Willow makes a return in this one. And guess who gets captured? If you did not know, obviously Zizzy. Yes, Zizzy gets captured, And that's pretty much how it ends. It ends with, this like no one's going up close to Willow. Willow is kind of like, I'm pretty much going to take you and I'm going to put you in for questioning basically and just find out everything that's going on, which is also going to be quite scary as well for Zizzy to be captured too. And it looks like, Zizzy knows things about the sick crew, the Silver Paw. Also, Pony was a part of the Silver Paw as well, which we've pretty much almost like discovered that TSP possibly means the Silver Paw as well. Now, bear in mind that I think chapter 3, if we talk about chapter 3, I think it's not going to take place directly after. Now, there's two things I'm thinking. Chapter 3 could be a flashback or it could be a mix, kind of like how chapter 1 was, a mix between a flashback and a current point. But why I think chapter 3 is actually going to be taking some time after. So let's just put this in a scenario situation. Willow takes Zizzy and they don't know exactly where. I don't think they're like, it's not like you guys are gonna straight follow them there. I think some time is going to pass, possibly, and we might actually get like a new season at least to where it snows, because we also have to think and bear in mind, like, is this either going to be a flashback, the snow scene that was in the teaser and the trailer? Is this the TSP base that Pony is looking at where Zizzy is potentially captured? Who knows? Now, what I will point out is that in the trailer, for an example, you're typically always in, sometimes I'd say the end cutscenes and everything like that, but Pony was in the teaser trailer saying like, okay, we found it. So I think you are with someone as well in this end. But what if a new mechanic is that you do get a story? Like, let's say Pony tells you the story about TSP and his time, and you actually get to play as Pony throughout that flashback. I think that would be really awesome. So do you guys think that a lot of time has passed before we actually find Zizzy? Because we know Zizzy is captured and is being questioned. Like, before we actually save Zizzy, at least, has time passed? Is that the TSP base that we're looking at? Is chapter 3 going to be the TSP base at all? I mean, we haven't actually got any screenshots or anything like that. I'm sure maybe before the chapter, like maybe a day or so before, we'll probably get a teaser screenshot of the chapter, so we'll have more of an idea of exactly what is going to happen. Are we also going to be getting followed by Mr. Stitch? Because Mr. Stitchy, I always call him Stitch, Mr. Stitchy was also in Alice as well. So who's to say that maybe Mr. Stitchy doesn't make an appearance in this chapter? Maybe he'll play a bigger role in this than what we think. So we'll just have to see, especially being that we have notes based off of Mr. Stitchy that kind of pertain to normal characters that we have in Roblox Piggy. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think chapter 3 is going to take place in a TSP base? That will be awesome. I don't know if we're gonna save Zizzy straight away. It could be that something actually happens to Zizzy. I do see that sometimes, like, this whole end scene of chapter 2 reminded me of The Walking Dead, and Willow was the Negan character, and Negan was pretty much the one that was kind of like the opposite of you, basically like the evil version of you, and was kind of, the leader of his own group. And that's kind of like what Willow is in this as well. And later, if I had to go off, like, just let's say The Walking Dead, I know that Negan also ended up taking out a member of the group. So do you also think that that's gonna go down that route where someone actually dies in your group, Zizzy or Pony? That would also be kind of, that would be a game changer there if we also get like a character death, because I don't think we've really seen a character death at all. We just know that Bunny and Doggy are dead, but we haven't really seen another main character death, and I think a lot of people are really attached to Zizzy and Pony. So if this does happen or someone gets hurt, a lot of people are going to feel it. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 3 is delayed until the end of October, but we are going to be getting a new Halloween quest and possibly a new skin as well coming this weekend, which I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on. But let me hear your predictions on chapter 3 down below in the comments. I'll be adding some in a video if we do another prediction video on chapter 3. But I just wanted to cover up and let you guys know exactly what's going on with chapter 3, just in case if you're wondering, as it's been quite a while. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and share it. Also, feel free to subscribe for more if you're new. And if you want to show your further support to me as a creator, you can always use star code BIGB2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!